Once you understand that they're not freaking out about Doge because some bona fide innocent federal employee might be losing his or her job, but because they are losing access to their gravy train,
it makes a whole hell of a lot more sense.
Viva Fry, former Montreal litigator turned current Florida rumbler in my home office on yet another beautiful Florida evening. Before we get started, may I ask you to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because tonight we are diving into Senator Sheldon Whitehouse. Actually, that sounds a little dirty. We are not diving into Sheldon Whitehouse. We are going to dive into some controversy that seems to involve his wife. And if you don't remember who Senator Whitehouse is, he was one of those self-righteous jackasses laying into RFK Jr., Kash Patel, and Tulsi Gabbard during the most recent round of Senate confirmation hearings. He is a real world-class jackass. If you have any doubts, here's a clip.
I just went to the DOJ website to get language. I'm quoting it. Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 6E prohibits most persons present during the proceedings from disclosing what transpired inside the grand jury room. However, the proscription does not apply to witnesses. Do you now, as a grand jury witness, authorize this committee access to a transcript of your own testimony?
Senator, I authorize this committee to get whatever is appropriate and lawful, as I've said before.
We are only, you're speaking in circles now, because we're only lawfully authorized to get that with your permission as the witness. Do you give us that permission?
Senator, I'm not an expert on this constitutional standard, and so I can't commit to something
It's not
that
expert.
I don't know.
It's like super simple. Grand jury rule 6E doesn't apply to witnesses. This is not hard. You are a witness. That is a simple fact.
I'm just
you can
relying
authorize
on my
us
time
to see it.
as a prosecutor, where grand jury witnesses were not allowed to share what they were testifying to. And when I was commissioned
Grand
before
jury
the judge,
witnesses are allowed to speak about what they were told
Wow.
about what they said in the grand jury, unless they're under a specific court order. Are you under a specific court order not to reveal your testimony in the grand jury?
Senator, I can't go
here
into
right now?
I can't go into court orders granted by the D.C. District Chief Judge.
If they apply to you, of course you can.
You want me to violate a court order?
You're saying that there's a secret court order in which you can't tell whether you're subject to a court order or not?
I'm telling you that if you find the applicable court order and it permits this request,
I don't need a court order if you give authorization.
I'm not the one that has the authority to do that.
Yes, you are, as a witness. You're just wrong on that.
It turns out that Kash Patel was not wrong on that, and that Sheldon Whitehouse and his partner in crime, Adam Schiff for Brainsmith Schiff, were trying to get Kash Patel to potentially break and defy a lawful court order to get him in trouble during his confirmation hearings. These people are true scumbags. Back to the vlog. So as Elon Musk's Doge dives into government waste, government corruption, money laundering, some might say, it seems that a certain scandal has broken out involving Senator Whitehouse and his wife, Mrs. Whitehouse.
Why are you putting so much emphasis on the H?
What are you talking about? I'm just saying it. Cool Whip.
Say whip.
Whip.
Now say cool whip.
Cool Whip.
Cool whip.
Cool Whip.
Cool whip.
Cool Whip.
You're eating hair!
From Libs of TikTok, at Libs of TikTok, bombshell! Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, Democrat from Rhode Island, backed legislation that funneled millions to his wife's environmental nonprofit, Ocean Conservancy. She's been paid nearly $2.7 million, while the group raked in over $14.2 million in federal grants funded by bills Whitehouse voted for. Now an ethics watchdog is calling for an investigation into this blatant corruption. And there you've got that smug little bastard smiling, and here you've got Foundation for Accountability and Civic Trust, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, Rhode Island. Dear Senator Langford and Senator Coons, the Foundation for Accountability and Civic Trust, FACT, is a non-profit organization dedicated to promoting accountability, ethics, and transparency in government and civic arenas. We request the Senate Select Committee on Ethics investigate Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, Rhode Island, to determine whether he violated the Senate ethics rules on conflicts of interest. Facts: Senator Whitehouse's wife, Sandra Whitehouse, has worked for the advocacy group Ocean Conservancy since 2008. According to tax filings, Ocean Conservancy has paid Sandra Whitehouse through her consulting firm Ocean Wonks LLC since 2017 and paid her directly prior to that. Since 2008, Ocean Conservancy has been awarded 19 government grants worth approximately $14.2 million. However, nearly half of this $14 million was given to the group in the fall of 2024 alone, all of which Senator Whitehouse directly voted for. Now that is the tweet from Liz Libs of TikTok, we don't just take things for granted. We go and do a little bit of our own due diligence. But first, I ask the question to Sheldon Whitehouse, is this true? Viva Fry at the Viva Fry, is this true at San Whitehouse? And as of the time of shooting this vlog, I have yet to get an answer from Senator Whitehouse, although I am not holding my breath. Now, Libs of TikTok generally is reliable. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes, but Libs of TikTok is pretty good. That being said, I want to go do a little bit of my own due diligence, and I just go ask a couple of very simple questions to Grok to make sure some of the base facts in this accusation are true, and lo and behold, they are. Is Whitehouse wife on Ocean Conservancy with the typo? Yes, Sandra Thornton Whitehouse, the wife of U.S. Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, has been involved with Ocean Conservancy. She has served as a senior policy advisor for the organization since 2008. Before that, she worked directly for Ocean Conservancy and later through her consulting firm Ocean Wonks LLC, which she founded in 2017. She continued to provide expertise on ocean policy and marine science. Her work focuses on advancing ocean health and sustainability, aligning with Ocean Conservancy's mission to protect the ocean through science-based solutions. And on the issue of how much she received, directly or indirectly, Ocean Conservancy has paid Ocean Wonks LLC, a consulting firm led by Sandra Thornton Whitehouse, a total of approximately $2,628,654 from the fiscal year ending June 2010 through June 2022, according to tax available documents. These payments reflect Sandra Whitehouse's role as one of the nonprofit's 5 highest paid consultants during this period, primarily for her expertise in ocean policy. Well, isn't that nice to have such an expertise that you get paid handsomely through these not-for-profits? It seems that some people are indeed making a profit through these not-profits, but that is one relevant piece of information in this puzzle. The other is whether or not her husband was actually voting on issues that related to granting funds to that company that would then be funneled to his wife. But as we say in French, trop fort casse pas, too strong does not break. Let's just go to her LinkedIn page just to make sure all of our facts are in order. Sandra Whitehouse, president at Ocean Wonks LLC and founding member at Ocean Collective. Looking a little further down, consultant, senior policy advisor, Ocean Conservancy, September 2008 to present, 16 years, 6 months, Washington, D.C. metro area. Consulting work includes providing strategic advice for the executive team and program directors, raising awareness of ocean policy issues at various workshops and conferences, and engaging key stakeholders in Ocean Conservancy's mission. Areas of policy focus include climate change, ocean plastics, and ocean planning.
Key stakeholders.
Those key stakeholders, the company that pays her handsomely, that gets its grants through grants granted by her husband that he votes on. Let's get to that. And here you have a beautiful website, Ocean Conservancy, with a big shipping container. Look how beautiful that is in the setting sun behind it. And a little donate button. Newsroom, statement, Ocean Conservancy urges Congress to pass International Maritime Pollution Accountability Act. For the health of our ocean and our climate, we must hold the shipping industry accountable. July 11, 2024, Washington, D.C. Today, Representatives Doris Matsui and Kevin Mullen introduced the International Maritime Pollution Accountability Act in the House of Representatives. Ocean Conservancy endorsed the legislation when it was first introduced in the Senate by Senators Sheldon Whitehouse and Alex Padilla on World Oceans Day in June 2023 and has continually worked with members of Congress to refine the scope and language of the bill. Delane McCullough, Ocean Conservancy's shipping emissions campaign manager, issued the following statement in response to the bill's introduction in the House. Quote, the maritime shipping industry moves most of our stuff around the world. Up to 90% of all freight moves by sea. Unfortunately, the ships that we rely on to move these goods across the world also spew out pollution that heats the climate, harms the health of communities, and threatens our ocean. In total, the global shipping industry emits around 1 billion metric tons of greenhouse gases each year, and these emissions have been estimated to cause 250,000 premature deaths and 6 million childhood asthma cases annually. To fund the clean shipping transition, the U.S. must invest in electrifying ports, developing alternative shipping fuels, and eliminating air pollution. But none of this will be possible without adequate funding. The International Maritime Pollution Accountability Act would charge a fee to the shipping industry for polluting our oceans, harming the health of port communities, and contributing to climate change, allowing us to fund these priorities to clean up the industry. Ocean Conservancy is grateful for the leadership of Representatives Matsui and Mullen for their work on this critical issue for the health of our ocean and our communities. We urge Congress to pass this common sense critical legislation. As George Carlin once said, it's a big club and we sure as hell ain't in it. Congratulations, Sheldon Whitehouse. Congratulations, Sheldon Whitehouse. Your sanctimonious, arrogant, pricky attitude is directly correlative to your corruption as relates to everything that Doge is doing right now. But yeah, innocent until proven guilty and all of that, so I look forward to hearing Sheldon Whitehouse's response to all of this. Oh, there's nothing corrupt about it. It's just good politics.
Something along those lines?
We will see where this goes, to be continued, but if you like what I do, you know what to do, but most importantly, exercise, eat healthy sunlight, talk to people in real life, and now you know your vlog. Peace out, peeps. Booyah!
Kash Patel, mark my words,
will cause evil in this building behind us, and Republicans who vote for him will rue that day.